Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way.
Hey guys, welcome back to the C and J show, and I got my favorite gin and juice here, and I got my sister Neek, and we hope that you guys are having a good day today. Let's get on with this topic, child support. Okay, so it's this video that's going around where this lady is basically saying she does not need her baby daddy to give her any amount of money, no more than $69, because if he does, he now will be paying for her bills. She do not need him to pay for her bills. She only needs for him to give those $69 to help out with little snacks.
Snack time!
Things that the baby would need, because it's 3 or 4. It does not need all of that. And basically, the child support services was trying to give her an increase and was forcing it. And she didn't care for it. She told him no, she don't need the increase. She is fine with the $69. Okay? She's cool. Okay. These comments that was in that description, honey, down below, I could not do anything but laugh. I mean, it was just so funny, the things that people were saying. Heck, I even had got on there and was laughing and stuff. But this is the thing, guys, right here. Right? And you guys can leave your opinion, because we really want to know how you feel about the situation as well. I think this. If you and your baby daddy, baby mama, if you guys sit down and you agree on something, because these circumstances only happen and go wrong when the two break up. That's when it gets serious, when you break up. Now, if you hey, listen, while you together, everybody peeing everything, don't nobody realize how much nothing is and none of that stuff. This is what I feel. If two people is okay with what needs to be done, even if it's, you don't have to give me a dime. You don't give me nothing. Just make sure that you come see your child, or every weekend you get them, and so I could get a break and you could get it, and you be having breaks. I want to have one too. You ain't got to give me no money. If that's what you guys come up with and it works for you, then you do it, because that worked for you. Now, let's be honest and let's be real here. And this is for the men. I know that, okay, this is very scary. You guys hear this word child support, and it y'all be getting seizures and start foaming out the mouth, and man, y'all ready to do some brutality moves and fatality moves on people. You ready to go and call up the Channel 7 News and talk about the person. You hate them, and they're miserable and they're depressed. They don't have a life. And just because you are moving on and they have not moved on, they want to make your life a living hell.
We in the land, we in Cleveland, where you go outside, you can smell gunpowder, stress, child support, poverty.
Shame on them. And honestly, their last day should come to an end right now as we speak. And if it did, you wouldn't even care, because that's what they would get. Because guess what? They have thrown some stones on you, put some sins, and karma goes around, and what goes around comes around, because guess what? They was ruthless, tactless, and you're a filthy, dirty woman, and you shouldn't even. I don't even know what I was thinking about. And I don't even know why God made you. You're ugly. You're disgusting, and you shouldn't even been born, to be honest with you. This is what the majority, 80% of men think like this. That's the way that they think when they get on child support. This is the thing, guys, right here. Okay? Do what you're supposed to do in the beginning. Ask. because it could be new to everybody. Let's come up with something. It's almost like a business plan. Okay? Let's go, because I know that this is my child, this is my bloodline, and regardless of what, we both got to take care of our child equally and show equally love throughout, regardless of what. And also, I don't want to be the government loan, okay? I'm not the government. This is not a PP loan. I cannot give you a PP loan, monthly, because that don't make no sense. Okay, so to avoid that, if you know that you have someone, they're getting up, they go to work just like you, they got something, they don't look for you for money. Okay, that's not what that is. They're not being nasty to you. They're not miserable because you decided or that you guys could not make it anymore because now the baby is born and a couple of months later you're no longer together. And that's not, hey, who cares? Sit down, talk about this thing. Who does what? So that way, regardless of what, you're used to giving, you're used to doing for your child, you're used to going and picking up your child from school or taking them to school. You're used to also making sacrifices so that you give the woman some free way to be able to better herself like you have been able to better yourself. Because truthfully, a lot of the times, the women, if they have the kids early, they have to make a bunch of sacrifices that the guy don't have to make. So later on in life, when you see that she's on one level and you feel like your income status is way up there and you're doing so well and she's just, depressed, and what have she been doing this whole entire time? It's hard if you do not have help to take care of a child. And if the baby is being sick, or if she can't afford to pay the daycare, or if different things is going on that stops her from being able to do better in life, and she don't have a support system, what do you expect down the road that's supposed to happen? You're going to be constantly getting yourself together while she's trying constantly to get herself together to be in a good situation. So sit down when you first have this baby, do the things you're supposed to do, so therefore you're already used to doing everything, and it don't seem like you're doing something out of spite because we're not together. And then for the females, if you know you got a good dude that's gonna take care of his child, pick him up and you can ask him for extra to do or whatever the case after y'all agreed upon something, and he do not mind, and you know that. If y'all break up, don't hold him, please. Don't hold him accountable and get revenge and payback because you guys broken up and he done moved on. And the way that you gonna hit him is through this child support and through his pockets. Don't be nasty about the situation. I mean, if he ain't doing what he's supposed to do, then yes, fly down there. And you can even say some extra stuff. If he don't want to do, fly your butt down there within the quickness. Matter of fact, wake up out your sleep. 2:00 in the morning, get dressed just as if it's freaking 7:00 in the morning, and be the first one standing at the door and have a bunch of things to tell them when you're doing that application. And they telling you, yes, honey, I want it all. I whatever it is, give it to me. And not only that, yes, he does make up money. He get paid every single week. A little over $1,500 every single week because he's a truck driver, so he makes real good money, honey. Yes, whatever it is that you gotta say, don't be scared, don't be timid. Hurry up and fly down there, okay? And do what you need to do. Men, in the beginning, do what you need to do so that ain't a fact. So that guess what? You're not threatened by no child support. That don't scare me because you just said that word. You gonna put me on it? Guess what? You said that to me the first time. Guess what I'm finna go do for the second time? I'm gonna go down there by myself, and now I'm going to demand. I want us to do shared custody. We do shared custody. Ain't got to worry about all of that over high payment stuff and I'm giving you all this money and you doing all the heck. Nah, man, we finna share this because guess what? You're not gonna get upset because we just didn't make it or I cheated and I know I was wrong. But at the end of the day, that has nothing to do with the child. So our mindset has to change a lot in that way too. But like I said, to each his own. If that's what y'all decide, that's what you decide. I mean, she's happy with $69. That does sound a little, hey, whatever. But guess what? Like she said, that's her child, 3 or 4. That's all she needs. She could take care of her own bills, taking care of her own self. So they got whatever worked out. And honestly, they may even get back together. Heck, after that, probably get back together because he'll probably realize, listen, man, it's cheaper to keep her. She got a good head on her shoulders, and she ain't worrying about money like the rest of these bimbos is doing. Just trying stuff because they get mad, then they go down there, put you on child support, and now you're on there for 18 years. And if the child really do want to go to college and do full time, now you got to do it all the way until then. So you are dedicated for life until you die. Either it's gonna be until you die, paying that for 21 to whatever the amount of years that you gotta pay. That after the child is 18 years old, if it's going to be a full-time college student, you gotta pay that money until that child is finished with school, or if you end up dying, you're gonna be on it for a very long time. So you just might as well try to make sure you get you some degrees in and do the things that you need to do, so that way, because you sure gonna be paying a lot of money and you're gonna find yourself getting really mad and upset probably. That's it. We're out. Leave in the comments what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, and we're out.